Hello world, and welcome to my video. In this video I'm doing a current draw on my old 50 litre fridge. It's called fifth gear, but it's identical to a Waeco. I think it even came with the same book as a Waeco with a different cover on it. But I've had it, I can't remember when I got it, but it's probably going to be 8 years ago. And I got the cover with it on eBay. I think it was on eBay. But they sold them as different brands. But they came out of the same factory in China from Waeco. Okay, zippers starting to go on it here and there. Look, it's fraying. That's why I bought a new fridge. But this is still a good one. At the moment I've set it to 0. I just took it off max because it was on power and put it on economy. Now don't think this has a battery protection level down the bottom down here. I'll just show you the details down there now. So this is the setup here. It's got a fuse protected here. That's the 240 volt power, and then you plug in your DC 1224 volt power into there, and that's your battery protection level. So at the moment it's set to low voltage protection. So what I'm going to do is start this fridge up soon on an overnighter again to test the battery and the current draws. That's the plan, to see what my old fridge is drawing compared to my new fridge. So it is I'll say that again, it is 10 to 5. It's Thursday afternoon, so I'm just going to do another overnighter with the current test. No solar going in. So at the moment my battery is 12.81 volts. No current draw, no amp hours, nothing drawing on because it's not plugged in. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'll take this through to 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, which will be 13 hours. Right ho, this test has started. I'll just show you the current draw there. It's 5.66 amps. Okay, so the it's just started this test, so it is set to maximum because every time you turn it off and on again it goes on to maximum. So it's up to maximum here. So I'm just going to change it to economy. Just wait for it to settle down. I assume it's going to be very similar to the fridge I have, and if that is the case I will probably stick to the fridge I have. So I'm just waiting for it to settle down here. It's still all over the place. It was supposed to be in a variable speed compressor when I got it. I wasn't not sure about that, but it's fluctuating to around about where the other one is, but it is going lower, so I'm hoping it's going to be a lower usage of current. It's settling down a bit now. Righto, I'm going to come back in an hour's time and check it out. Okay, this is the first hour of this test. It's cycling at the moment. One hour I've just gone past, 97.97 amp hour. It's still cycling, 0.97 amp hour. So yeah, it hasn't used much at all. So theoretically over 13 hours it might only use less than 13 amp hours out of the battery, which would be an ideal fridge for the smaller battery I've got. I'll save my pennies, I think, and I'm going to buy a lithium, 120 hour lithium, I think. That's going to be a few years down the track, because I've got to find some spot to put it, and I'll probably put it in that toolbox on the side. .97 amp hour. Yeah. Okay, that's for the first hour, and the battery's still at 12.76. Okay, this is the second hour of this test. It's on nearly 7 o'clock. And I'll put this on here. Cycling still. 1 amp hour. Can't be right. 1 hour 57 minutes. 1 amp hour. I know it's a pretty efficient fridge, it didn't use that efficient. One amp hour. It's all it used. 2 hours, 1 amp hour. Hasn't been opened, of course, but still. No, I suppose it's still on track. But still, I don't think it's going to use my 13 amps. It's going to be really efficient. Even if I double what it's using now, which I won't be. Battery's still 12.76 volts. 1.01 amp hours. Yeah. 1 minute 59 and 10 seconds and 1.01 amp hours. So yeah, as I said before, you can see it on the top left is the current it's drawing now, which is 0.04 of an amp, 0.05, and then the bottom flashes through and does watt hours and everything else. And the only thing I'm interested really is in the time, which is 1 hour 59 minutes, 1.01 amp hours. And the condition of the battery up the top right hand corner is 12.76 volts. Now that will drop when it starts up. It will drop down to probably 12.3 or something like that when the compressor cuts in. But this fridge is really economical. Oh, so that's why I've had it for 9 years. I've used it in bush a few times. Two hours exactly on that meter. Yeah. 2 hours 15 seconds, 1.01 amp hours. Okay, this is the third hour now, which is 8 o'clock. It is still on 0, which I've set it at. I've opened and closed it a few times. And I'm just going to go and check the current draw down here now. .89 amp hours in 3 hours. $255.20, 1.89 amp hours. So looking at the moment, the battery voltage is 12.72 volts, 2 hours 55 minutes, 1.89 amp hours. Okay, I'm going to try it again another hour and then I'm probably going to go to bed. Okay, this is the 4th hour of the test, which is 9 o'clock at night. It has been raining, so it is probably a bit cooler than when I did the other test. So, battery still 12.73 volts. It used 1.92 amp hours. Not even 2 amp hours in the in 4 hours. .92 amp hours. So by having it just on fridge, it's probably better in drawing current, that draws less current than fridge freezer. So I believe the other one would be similar then. Yeah, I could probably turn one side of the other one off and it should be similar current draws. .92 amp hours. Okay, I'm going to finish the test up in the morning. Okay, it is now morning, so good morning again. It is, fridge is set to 0, so 6 o'clock the next morning, so that makes it 13 hours it's been on. 13 hours, still 0, it has rained most of the night. .13 amp hours. 12.63 the battery on cycling. 6.13 amp hours. Now even if I double that, say 12 amp hours. Still well and truly under the other one of 33 or something. And this is the one I will be taking when I go camping for maybe 1 or 2 days. After that, the other one will be going because of the freezer. 6.13 amp hours, so less than 13 hours. As I said before, this is a no-name fridge, or a fridge that was called Fifth Gear. But I do think it came out of the same factory as Waeco in China. They sent them out and rebadged them as different brands, but they're identical control panel, identical inside. A variable speed compressor, as far as I was to understand, they had. And I've had it, I said 8 years, at least 8 years, and it's worked well. Yeah. Okay, well, I hope everybody likes this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, cheers.